Alrighty. So let's go over a quick run through of the RAAS system. This stands for the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, and it's really these hormones or these enzymes that are going to be produced in that order, right? So this RAAS system, right, will get stimulated via a drop in blood pressure. So say, for example, you have a drop in blood volume, that will mean you have a drop in blood pressure, essentially, right? So if you have a drop in blood pressure, your kidneys will detect that. And so your kidneys will produce this enzyme called renin, right? And so you also have your liver. Your liver will produce angiotensinogen. And I tell you about these two first because number one, angiotensinogen is a alpha 2 globulin protein that's produced by the liver. And it's just, you see how it says ogen at the end. So that just means it's just inactivated. In the blood, just circulating inactivated, and it's waiting to be activated. Okay. So when you have a drop in blood pressure, your kidney cells will release renin. Renin is an enzyme that will essentially cleave angiotensinogen, converting it into angiotensin 1. Angiotensin 1 is not in the bloodstream, and so it's going to come across your blood vessels in your lungs, right? And angiotensin 1 will then come across this enzyme called ACE, which is going to be in, again, the blood vessel endothelium of your lungs. ACE stands for angiotensin converting enzyme, right? So we're going to convert it. So essentially, angiotensin 1 goes to the lungs, gets converted to angiotensin 2. Angiotensin 2 now is going to do everything it possibly can to raise your blood pressure. Number one, it's going to be a powerful vasoconstrictor, so it's going to constrict your peripheral arteries. It's going to also constrict those arterioles of your kidneys, specifically that efferent arteriole. Angiotensin 2 will target your cardiovascular control centers in your medulla to increase cardiovascular response, such as increasing blood pressure, right? It'll also go to your hypothalamus. In your hypothalamus, it's going to tell your hypothalamus, number one, to stimulate thirst, so you can go seek out fluid, so you can increase your fluid volume or your blood volume, so we can increase our blood pressure. It'll also tell your hypothalamus to release vasopressin, right? ADH, antidiuretic hormone. And so that will then go to your kidneys to conserve fluid, right? Conserve the water, right? So don't pee it out, keep it. So that's another way to increase blood volume, thus increase blood pressure. Angiotensin 2 will also go to the proximal tubule and increase sodium absorption or reabsorption, right? And you know, water wants to follow sodium, or water wants to follow just stuff. So we'll conserve more fluid volume and thus increase our blood pressure again. And angiotensin 2 will go to your adrenal cortex, and it will stimulate that zona glomerulosa, to stimulate that mineralocorticoid aldosterone. So now you will release aldosterone, and aldosterone is going to be that steroid hormone, remember, that's going to go to the kidneys to reabsorb sodium. And if you reabsorb sodium, again, you're going to reabsorb water. So it's a really almost like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5-prong attack, right? To essentially increase blood pressure.